I'm Abdisood and I'll be comparing the GAN Megamix to the Dian Megamix version 2. Hope you enjoyed the review and let's get started. Starting off with the GAN, it is a very light puzzle weighing in at just 113 grams and comes quite small in size with an edge length of just 31 millimeters. In fact, the puzzle was the lightest at its time of release, which made it a unique feature. The puzzle has light yet bright colors and comes with a good magnetic strength, which ranges between medium and strong. It comes in frosted plastic, but I noticed that the frosted plastic wears off after a while and turns sort of into a glossier plastic. The puzzle comes without ridges and has indents instead, but still has decent grip. This was an unusual design choice for a Megamix, but it worked out in the end nevertheless. The cube has great customization options with multiple GES nuts available, as well as a lot of tensioning options as well. Personally, I felt that the feel was a little bit blocky, but not too much, to the point where the pieces stay together just because of the magnets. So it's not like it's blocking your turning either, it is just that you have a more controllable sort of in such a way that the pieces aren't flimsing around. My experience with it when I first got it was on switching from Galaxy version 2 to the GAN was that my average dropped quite a bit in the early days. But one thing I found that the puzzle eats up a lot of lubricant. Somehow I always find it to be dry and I cannot get that plush sort of smooth feel. But nevertheless, it has a fast and quick feel. One thing to mention was that I accidentally lost a few magnets when I accidentally dropped my puzzle. While this doesn't seem to be the case with most of the variants, I think it was just my puzzle, but it definitely favored into my experience. I think the pieces have a weird sort of shape wherein the piece size is larger while the size of the Megamix itself is smaller. This makes it harder to do more complex finger tricks on the Megamix itself, but look ahead is somehow better due to this, so it's sort of a fight between the two. Now, talking about the Dian Megamix, the Dian Megamix version 2 is smaller and lighter than the GAN Megamix, weighing in at just 99 grams and with an edge length of just 33 millimeters. So this is currently the smallest and lightest puzzle on the market, which really favored with my smaller hands. The puzzle comes in with glossy plastic, which was a very good feature. Personally, I prefer glossy plastic over frosted plastic, especially for Megamix, as it tends to increase the grip, as well as the ridges on the side made quite a bit of a difference as well. I think the Megamix has a super satisfying, smooth and quick sort of feel. It is a tad bit uncontrollable, but nothing that can't be stopped with some heavier lubricant. It has a little bit of lighter magnets, but this can be contradicted with the heavier lube, so it all works out. One thing I'd like to mention about this Megamix in particular was that out of the box, it comes with very loose tensions, but once you tighten the tensions a little bit, the Megamix is good to go. It required quite less setup out of the box, with me just throwing in a little bit of Cube Leloux Classic to slow the puzzle down, as it comes very fast out of the box. And this gave it a smooth feel, which transitioned from that papery, very fast feel to a smooth yet still controllable fast feel. I can do better finger tricks on this puzzle itself because of the ridges and the smaller design of the puzzle, and the lightness of the puzzle helps me do much longer sessions, to the point where it is not because of me being tired, but just because I want to take a break that I'm stopping a session. The feel of the puzzle is sort of in between the Dian Tengyun version 1 and version 2, so it retains that classic Dian feel if you have tried those two puzzles, while the GAN feels sort of more like the GAN 11M Duo as compared to the GAN XS. Here I've tried to list out just my regular solves, nothing too special, nothing too slow, nothing too fast, just so you can see where I generally make mistakes using these Megamixes, or where my fingers find it a little bit hard to turn. I catch quite a bit on the GAN Megaminx. Now that might be just because of my personal turning style, but I think this was the case with quite a few other cubers as well. So which one do you think you should get? Personally, I think most people would prefer the Dian Megaminx. The cost is almost half of the GAN Megaminx, and the Megaminx itself is totally worth it. The smaller size versus with the lighter feel, you just can't go wrong with the Dian Megaminx. While it is a little bit more on the expensive side as compared to the Yuhu V2M, but it is a much better option than the GAN. Now, if you do prefer a more controllable feel and more customization options, you can go ahead with the GAN Megaminx. Personally, I will stick with the Dian version 2 over the GAN. I hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, make sure to click the like button and comment down below which puzzle you prefer and why, or if not, which puzzle is your main and again why you prefer it. Thanks for watching and happy cubing!